Hey folks, JR back for another episode of Echoes of Shannon Street Case File. This is going to be a short story titled The Room of Death, Why the Northwest Bedroom. Before we get started, don't forget, click on that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. Also, click on that link down in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Check out the podcast. Come visit me on Facebook. My website. Buy you a copy of the book. A copy of the documentary. Okay, let's get into our short story. The question's always been, why were 6 of the 7 suspects, why were they found in the northwest bedroom? Why one part of the house? The best theory I heard on it came from one of the medical examiners who was there. His theory goes like this. Lindbergh had been heard on the tapes talking about he knew that the police were going to put gas in the house. Also, Lindbergh thinks that the police are going to come through the front door. That's why they drug Bobby Hester's body and put it up against the front door to try to slow the police down. This theory by the medical examiner, he called it the fallback room, meaning this was the room where Lindbergh and his followers would make their last stand. Now, of course, in Lindbergh's eyes, it wasn't the last stand because he thought he was immortal and he thought his followers would be. That's what he told them. So now you have all 7 suspects in one room, the northwest bedroom. The northwest bedroom is the best room in the house. If you're wanting to be able to defend almost the entire house from one area. If you look at this diagram here, now you see I'm showing all 7 suspects in the northwest bedroom, which that's how I believe it was. I believe they all were in that one room. So when the police come in, they hear them coming through the back. As you see by the diagram, the suspects can go out the south door of the northwest bedroom and cover the area of the den. They can also go through the northeast entrance of the northwest bedroom. And from that location, they can just walk across that short hall into the kitchen and put fire down into the den. Now also you can stand at that northern door of the northwest bedroom and you can put fire into the kitchen. Also from that doorway you can put fire on the front door. So it was the best location in the house to be able to defend against an attack coming from either the front of the house or the rear of the house. And I believe that theory. I think that's a pretty sound theory. And you have to remember, just because Lindbergh was a mental consumer does not mean he was dumb. I know this will be a familiar diagram to you. Overview of the den, kitchen, northern part of the meeting room. This is just another illustration on what you can do if you're positioned in the northwest bedroom, how easy it is to step out into the southwest bedroom to put fire down into the den, or to cross from the northeast entrance to the northwest bedroom, step into the kitchen and put fire down. Now, if you remember from the statements given by the TAC officers, they did receive fire from the kitchen and from the southwest bedroom. Would tend to back up the theory of the fallback room. Suspects were able to put fire down and then escape back into the northwest bedroom. Diagram of the kitchen area showing the hallway from the living room into the bathroom. You recall from the TAC officer statements, they mentioned seeing suspects at the doorway and then stepping to the doorway and looking in and seeing suspects in that room. Diagram of the living room area, and the hallway runs back south out of the living room. As you can see, suspect could fire from the actual doorway of the northwest bedroom, put fire down on anybody that came through the front door. If you remember, back in the first few episodes when Tommy Turner gave his statement, he saw a suspect run from left to right, which would have been someone running from the kitchen across the little hallway into the northwest bedroom. Now, when the bodies are found, you've got 6 in the northwest bedroom, 7th bodies in the southwest bedroom. So the question is, how did one of the suspects get separated from the other 6? There's a couple of ways that could have happened. One of them is when they took fire from the southwest bedroom, the TAC unit, they talked about fire coming down the hallway. Those gunshots caused the TAC unit, obviously, to return fire. Now, it might have been easier, depending on where the suspect's standing, to have taken cover back inside the southwest bedroom rather than try to get back into the northwest bedroom. And if you remember, Hubbard and Ray came down that little hallway into the southwest bedroom, so that would have kept the suspect from getting back to the northwest bedroom, which he's found hiding under the bed near the wall. So he could have easily been hiding there when they entered that bedroom the first time, because they did not search the bedroom. Now, the other theory could be that he's in the northwest bedroom when the TAC unit does their initial sweep, and when they all go into the living room, suspect's able to sneak into the southwest bedroom and hide. That's the two theories that come to my mind. I don't see any other reason. Certainly don't see one lone suspect separating himself from the others, especially not under stress. As you know, when you're in fear, when something like this is occurring, you want to be close to other people, not separated from other people. One other point I wanted to make, when the first time I saw the crime scene photos of the 6 bodies in the northwest bedroom, it's unusual to see them so close together like they are. But the thing that really caught my attention, as I have been on countless crime scenes involving violence, robberies and homicides, but what struck me as odd was the positioning of the bodies. I tried to illustrate it here. As you can see, every other body is facing in the same direction. If you see the 3 suspects with the red dot, their heads are all pointing to the west. Their feet are pointing to the east. Then those with the blue dot, heads are pointing to the east and their feet to the west. I always thought that was unusual. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just odd that they ended up in that configuration. it made me think of seeing pictures from the Vietnam War when they used to lay out bodies, and they would lay them out in a similar fashion to help in their count. Because if you remember, during the Vietnam War, the Secretary of Defense, McNamara, he was a former executive with Ford Motor Company. So he loved numbers. He thought math could solve everything. Well, he went to President Johnson and said, look, if we kill enough of the enemy, we'll win by attrition. So we need to start counting enemy soldiers every time we kill them. We need to keep up with that count. So what happened in Vietnam was they would do a search and destroy mission or just on a mission, and when they went through a village or made contact and there was any kind of a firefight, then they would count the bodies. They had to count the bodies. Well, now, of course, if you keep up with history, you'll know that it got where U.S. units were counting men, women, children, farm animals, literally counting cows, goats, chickens, all as enemy kills. But anyways, I'm not saying that's what happened here. You have to remember that would take a few minutes to have to pick bodies up and to arrange them in a certain order like that. Now, the TAC guys had been up for over 2 days, and they're wearing a whole bunch of equipment. Most of them wearing double vest, all that gear. So I seriously doubt that they took the time to line the bodies up in that fashion. So I'm not implying that. I'm just saying it just looks odd. I always thought it looked odd. But anyways, I just wanted to bring that up in case you had noticed, and if you hadn't, it's just something to look at. Folks, we'll see you down the road.